Hey again, everybody. It's Dicebag, and I've got another package for Domain from the Game Crafter. So, this is my little personal pet project. It's a card game, of course. If you haven't watched the others, which most people haven't. And I wanted to fix up some of the problems I had with it with the last prototype. So we're gonna go through that right now and take a look at what we've got. I adjusted the print files, tried a new some new art and stuff like that, and let's see, the packs are looking better. Looks like I probably didn't need to really adjust the saturation like I did. Usually I've always noticed that foils, things printed on foil, are kind of always desaturated, so I kind of went a little overboard, I guess. We'll probably tone that down in the final product, but that's good to know. Maybe the image itself was just, fine from the get-go. But we'll set aside the little boosters. That's not what we're going to focus on this time. We'll open those in another video. And we'll take a look at the deck. Now, Domain is mostly a non-randomized product, so this is living card game style, except all of the cards are put out in a kind of a pre-constructed deck. So here we go. We got the little booklet for the rules. Yep, that looks better than last time. It's not all bent up, so that's good. And we'll go through this. I'm not seeing the bottoms getting cut off. That's good. That's definitely an improvement. So, looks like my print files are correct there. Oh yeah, I also forgot. I went with the linen texture on these this time, because the old ones, I'll show you the last batch I did. You can kind of see, if you get the glare on there, that the kind with no kind of coating or anything really is prone to getting scratched up and all that, and I'm not too keen on that. So for the cost of, I don't know, like an extra $1 per deck, we can get the linen texture, and it should be a lot more resistant. And the card backs are looking better, a little bit off-centered, but beggars can't be choosers. We'll deal with what we get. And let's see, I doubled up on the glow in the print file, so it's looking a little more pronounced in this one, so that's good. I was thinking the texturing would be a little more hefty, but we'll see how they fare when they're being shuffled up together. So let's kind of take these, and it's all in a random order, so we'll kind of organize this. And of course there's some new art in all of these, because I had a chance to license some new stuff and do some of my own work. We're gonna have to zoom out a bit. Okay, that's a little better. There, at least we can kind of see everything now. And of course we still got a fair amount of playtest art sitting around in here, so you'll see some cartoony looking stuff like this guy. And that goes there, That goes there. Vanguard's Blade, training dummy, last one, Toxic Captain, and the Cavalry, and the Grove, and Nomads, and the Fortress, and the Sentinels. And we're about done here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is basically what you consider like the White Weenie style deck. The small guys with a lot of guys and things to buff them. So of course we got the training dummy here. He's an artifact and he gives your units +1/+1. That's just a good thing to pump up your little guys to make them more viable in the long term. And so they can make sure that your tokens and basic units can actually take out a territory. And it's an artifact, so you don't have to worry about it being taken out, unlike if it was a territory. And speaking of territories, we've also got Abundant Wilds here, which is our green version of Ramp. So it's a territory, and it basically lets you look at the top card of your deck, and if you want, you can play it as a resource, or keep it on top if you think it's better to be kept there for you to draw. Now looking at this, I'm thinking I might actually have gone a little too far with the sizing on the cards. That's a big gap between there. I didn't want it to be that big. So maybe we'll rethink that. But for now it works. And then of course, more territories, Primal Grove. It can boost one of your guys for a couple supplies by 2/2. So that's that can be used turn after turn, and well, looks like you can even use it after blockers have been declared. So that's a useful trick you can do. And of course your Elixir of Giant Strength, little consumable artifact, so, and it's quick, so it can be a surprise. And then one of the main pieces of this deck is the Silver Peaks Captain. Now that's not going to be final art, but he can be quite a powerhouse when you've got a training dummy out. When he comes out, you get 2 of these guys as tokens, so he can really boost your board state really quick. And then we got Elven Sentinels, a small creature that you can use as removal. They've got deadly. Obviously that means they can kill anything with 1 damage. Well, any unit. And the Silk Rider Cavalry. You got your spider riding elves. Of course, we got Billy from Billy and Mandy riding Jeffrey on this one. So that's going to get replaced. But they're a beefy unit. They're probably, yeah, they're the biggest one in the deck. And they've got ranged and trample, so they can block flying guys, so you don't have to worry too much about your opponent's angels or whatever flying over your stuff. Just slap a blade on him or pump him up with this and you'll be fine. Anyways, Toxic Mist is another big piece. This guy lets you tap all your opponent's creatures, or expend them rather, that's the term we use. And he deals 2 damage, but even if you don't kill your creatures, or if you don't kill your opponent's creatures, you still get them all expended, so you can just swing in and take a huge chunk out of their territories. And then, let's see, Gold Bottom Fortress. This is one of the territories you're really going to want to protect because it keeps you supplied with these little guys, which can be pretty good when you're pumping them up with the training dummy. And last but not least, we got the Grassland Nomads. That's our trail for the video here. there, in case you haven't noted or read the others, or not read, what's the word I'm looking for? In case you haven't watched my other videos on this, Trell are a race of tree people, and this guy's just a basic white unit that lets you have both colors as a resource. So that's why he's a little on the weak side, because he's better as a resource. So that's a little balancing mechanism we have there, as opposed to, say, the Silver Peaks Captain, which is strong and it only has a colorless resource mode. So you can't fill your deck with too many colorless resource modes, dudes. So that's a little natural balancing mechanism we have going on here. Anyways, that should be it for the deck. I don't see any major problems to complain about as far as printing is concerned. It looks like we pretty much hit the nail on the head. Maybe want to scale up the size of the thing for next time, but other than that, it looks pretty good. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out more of the videos on Domain. And so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.